What if one small gland in your neck could be the cause of your fatigue, weight gain, brain fog, muscle aches, and much more? The thyroid affects nearly every system in your body, and when it slows down, so do you. Millions of people, both men and women, live with undiagnosed hypothyroidism and are told that it's just aging or stress. Today, I'll walk you through 17 signs your thyroid might be underactive and what you can do about it. The thyroid is a small butterfly-shaped gland located in the front of your neck. It plays a huge role in your health. It produces hormones that help regulate your metabolism, heart rate, temperature, digestion, and how your brain works. When the thyroid gland slows down and doesn't make enough thyroid hormone, almost every part of your body feels the effects. The signs can be subtle or mistaken for something else like stress or aging. I recently saw a patient in her mid-40s who came in complaining of persistent muscle aches and joint stiffness. She said that her legs felt heavy and her arms would tire quickly, even after light activity. She was also complaining about feeling unusually tired, even after a good night's rest. Initially, she thought it was just part of getting older or being less active, but her labs told a different story. She had an underactive thyroid. Once she started thyroid hormone replacement, her muscle and joint aches and stiffness, as well as fatigue, began to improve within weeks. Let's start with a common symptom, fatigue. This isn't the kind of tiredness you feel after a long day or a bad night's sleep. This is chronic all-day exhaustion that doesn't improve no matter how much you rest. This is because thyroid hormones are like the gas pedal for your body. They help your cells produce energy. When your thyroid is underactive, your cells don't generate enough fuel, and that causes you to feel both physically and mentally tired. Patients often say, no matter how much I rest, I never feel refreshed. Or, I get exhausted doing the simplest things. Unexplained weight gain is another red flag. If you've been eating the same, exercising, and the scale keeps going up, it might not be your fault. Hypothyroidism slows your metabolic rate, so your body burns fewer calories even when you're at rest. You may also retain more water and have changes in fat storage. The weight gain can feel frustrating, especially when traditional diets and exercise don't work. Hypothyroidism, which is low thyroid hormone, can affect your muscles and joints in ways people don't always expect. You might notice muscle cramps, stiffness, or weakness, especially in your arms or legs. Joint aches and pains can also occur. These symptoms can be subtle or could be a major problem for people. Do you find yourself constantly cold when others are comfortable or even hot? This is called cold intolerance, and it's a specific symptom. Your body uses energy to keep your internal temperature stable, but when your thyroid hormone is low, your ability to generate heat drops, leaving you more sensitive to cold. You may always need a sweater, keep putting off the air conditioning, or feel like your hands and feet are constantly freezing. Next is constipation. Thyroid hormone helps regulate the movement of your digestive tract. When hormone levels are low, the muscles in your intestines slow down. This leads to fewer and more difficult bowel movements. It's not just uncomfortable, but it can be painful and cause bloating. People often think this is just due to a lack of fiber or hydration, but if those don't fix it, your thyroid could be playing a role. Hypothyroidism can also show up in your skin. People often describe their skin as dry, flaky, rough, or even thickened in certain areas. Your thyroid influences the rate of skin cell turnover and oil production. When thyroid hormone levels drop, new skin cells form more slowly and your skin loses moisture more easily. It can also itch or crack, especially in colder months on the shins, elbows, and hands. One of the more subtle signs are changes in mood or mental focus. This might look like depression, anxiety, memory issues, or what people call brain fog. Thyroid hormones affect neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. These are chemicals in the brain that regulate mood and focus. People often say they feel emotionally flat, unmotivated, or mentally slower than usual. It's easy to mistake this for burnout or aging, but it may be due to the thyroid. Another important but overlooked sign is a slow heart rate. Your thyroid helps regulate how fast your heart beats. If your thyroid hormone levels are low, your heart rate may slow down, sometimes dropping to 50 or 40 beats per minute. This can cause symptoms like fatigue, dizziness, shortness of breath, or even fainting in severe cases. It may show up on an EKG or if you wear a fitness tracker that measures heart rate. Thyroid problems can affect your hair as well. You may notice thinning hair on your scalp and loss of eyelashes. There can also be loss of eyebrows, especially the outer third. Thyroid hormone plays a key role in the hair growth cycle. When levels are low, more hair follicles enter the resting phase, which leads to diffuse hair loss. The texture may change too, becoming dry, coarse, or brittle. In women, hypothyroidism can disrupt menstrual cycles. You might experience heavier menstrual periods, longer cycles, or even missed menstrual periods. That's because thyroid hormone is closely linked to estrogen and progesterone balance. These changes can also affect fertility and make it more difficult to become pregnant. Swelling is another sign, especially a puffy face, hands, or legs. This happens due to a buildup of mucopolysaccharides, a type of complex sugar that retains water in the tissues. It gives the face a rounded or bloated appearance and can be mistaken for weight gain and allergies. Also, a visible fullness at the front of the neck may indicate a goiter, which is an enlarged thyroid. This enlargement may not be painful, but it can press on nearby structures like your vocal cords or windpipe. This may cause a feeling of tightness in the throat. If you notice any changes in neck shape, it could be your thyroid enlarging. Another sign that can point to hypothyroidism is a hoarse or deeper voice. You might notice your voice sounds rough, raspy, or weaker than usual, especially in the morning or after talking for a while. This can happen because low thyroid levels can lead to fluid buildup in the vocal cords or because of swelling in the thyroid gland itself. The thyroid sits right next to your windpipe and voice box, so any inflammation in that area can affect how your voice sounds. Hypothyroidism can also lead to nerve compression, especially in the wrists, causing symptoms like numbness, tingling, or weakness in the hands. This is carpal tunnel syndrome, and it results from fluid buildup in the carpal tunnel at the wrist pressing on nerves. The tingling and numbness in the hands can be worse at night. If you're waking up at night with tingling in the fingers, especially if it affects both hands, thyroid lab testing would be recommended. Your nails can also reflect thyroid health. People with hypothyroidism often have brittle, slow-growing, or rigid nails. That's because low metabolism affects nutrient delivery to the nail bed, weakening nail structure. Nails may peel, split, or grow slower over time. Even with strict diet and exercise routines, some people can't seem to lose weight, and hypothyroidism may be the cause. Because your metabolism is slowed, your body burns fewer calories and often stores fat more easily. Until thyroid levels are optimized, weight loss can feel like an uphill battle. And finally, a less commonly discussed but important symptoms are slow speech, movement, and reactions. People may speak more slowly, take longer to respond, or feel like their thoughts and actions are delayed. This is related to overall body slowing, including nervous system processing. Sometimes it's so subtle, it's only noticeable to close friends or family. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, talk to your doctor about getting your TSH and free T4 and T3 levels checked. Treatment with daily thyroid hormone may dramatically improve your quality of life. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health information. And remember, this is educational information, not medical advice.